resulting in second chance opportunities.
And Steve, guys, I know it's simplistic, but sometimes it does simply boil down to who wants the orange more. I mean, who wants orange juice? Who wants fresh orange juice and is willing to go get the orange to make it happen? You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen him hit those in the past, but like you said, the defender was on him like glue. It would have been quite a bucket.
Here's the natural. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Fires from the line. The feet to Redick. Passes it to the natural. To the wing on the left. The shot by Redick, no good.
Well, Nerlens Noel listed at 6'10" at Kentucky, measured at a quarter-inch shy of 7 feet tall in shoes at the NBA Combine. I think it's pretty clear his long-term future in the NBA is at the center position.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Noel averaging over 4 blocks and 2 steals a game at Kentucky. I really think this guy has a chance to be a game changer defensively with his length and speed.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Bryant checked in for P.J. Tucker. Wade comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Calderon in for Lou Williams. Calderon kicks to Wade. He feeds it to Randall. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Four on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And Noel throws it down. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Here's Henson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Henson's got the lead up to 5 now for Orlando. And for Noel, great athleticism, Steve, and a terrific motor.
And Kevin, in some ways, having all of last year to work with the Sixers trainers and build his physical strength may be a positive. You know, his slender frame is really one of his weaknesses, so he needs to continue to add strength.
They get it back. Vucevic. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 7-point Magic lead.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. Well, as you know, Isaiah Thomas has had to work his whole life. He's been overlooked at nearly every level, but just uses it to fuel his play. As Thomas said, I just play my heart out. That's how I've known how to play since day one. I've always been the smallest guy on the court every time I've been on it. It's no different. I just like to play hard. Guys, back to you.
Not the biggest guy, but boy, he is quick, Doris. I think that's one of his advantages. Vucevic setting the pick for Knight. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Stolen by Thomas. Tries again. A rebound by the Lakers. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Calderon with it. Now Thomas defending. The drive by Bryant. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Vucevic is screen on Calderon. He used that pick to get in close. And that's now 10 points for Isaiah Thomas.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Pass to Randall. Tries from 10. And that one hits back iron.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Thomas dishes to Knight. Kept alive. Henson the pass to Thomas. Knight against Wade. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Julius Randle had a great freshman season at Kentucky. Amazingly consistent and dominant at times. But he still saw his stock fall a little bit. Concerns about his lack of length. He struggled at times to finish oversized. He didn't come up with a great number of steals or block shots. And the question is, will he be undersized or a defensive liability at the pro level? We'll see, but I think he's going to be a productive pro.
Thomas kicks to Henson. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one. Calderon with him. He kicks it to Wade. For 3. That's good. Wade's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Randle struggled at times to finish over length. The low rate of steals and blocks, will he be undersized or a defensive liability at the pro level? That's been the question.
I don't have the answer to that, but it's certainly a good question. I mean, teams like their bigs to do 4 things: defend the rim, space the floor, rebound, and score inside. We know Randle can handle the last 2. Time will tell if he can get things done in the former 2.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Brandon. Knight spent 1 season in Kentucky, now in his 4th season in the NBA. Still young and a hard worker. Fearless on the court. I think a lot of upside still there for him.
Bryant gets a wide open look. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. You talk about Brandon Knight's scrappiness. He ended up on some posters trying to make the right defensive play.
Yeah, I think you and everybody else remembers that DeAndre Jordan dunk. But you got to give him credit. He was trying to make a defensive play and ended up getting posterized. But I liked his effort at that end of the floor.
Now here's Calderon. Wade kicks to Kobe. The drive by Wade.
Dwayne Wade over the last 4 years adjusted beautifully to playing off the ball alongside LeBron James, and that was not easy, folks. He actually became one of the game's best cutters during that time. Now back to his old ways, playing with the ball in his hands a lot more. Should suit him well.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Magic. Outside Thomas. Dishes it to Knight. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Wade against Knight. Elbow shot.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
.131 left now here in the second. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple. And Wade still a dynamite finisher around the rim. One of the league's preeminent slashers.
Yeah, he's extremely productive in the pick and roll, able to score and make plays for others with his outstanding vision.
And the Lakers with another miss. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Harris outside. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Harris has got 5 points so far.
Not what they drew up, but they'll take the 2 points.
Calderon against Thomas. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Fry. And Knight slams it in.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Calderon dishes away. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Here's Randall to end the run. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. This will be his third free throw shot of the game. On the free throw, no good.
It becomes even more important to make your free throws when you're trailing. It's much tougher to stay in the game when you're not converting from the line.
To the paint. Here's Knight. Here's Henson. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Magic lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight.
It's been an excellent game we've seen from Julius Randle. 19 points and the 1 steal. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
Well, it's a good example, Clark, of how you set the table for the rest of your teammates. He's really brought focus and energy to this game.
Kobe and Randall at the forward spots. Calderon is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Noel in at the 5 spot. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
The Magic, Steve, a team that 6 years ago was playing in the NBA Finals, but a full-on rebuild is taking place in Orlando.
Yeah, the departure of Dwight Howard kind of set that process in motion, and now trying to build with young talent, being very patient, and you know, they've put some good pieces in place. They've got to continue their strong work, though. Changing sides didn't seem to help them at all, huh, guys? They've missed their first 3 shots in the third quarter.
The shot's good from Henson. Lakers trail by 7.
And you know, when you think about the Orlando Magic building patiently through the draft, kind of the Oklahoma City model, and the front office of the Magic run by people who worked in OKC and the Spurs organization before that. So they're not trying to take any shortcuts. They want to build this team right.
Over to the wing. Thomas outside. That's good. And now it's a 10-point Magic lead.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, for the Magic, initially people thought they really got the short end of the stick in the Dwight Howard trade, but in hindsight, they did quite well. They've acquired some nice young pieces, some draft picks, and I think looking forward, the Magic are actually in a pretty good position.